£2. So that adds up to £64 worth of value again.
It's amazing.
In just those 3 products. So just those 3. Incredible. But let's talk about this gorgeous fragrance.
Okay, so do talk it. I am addicted to this at the moment. I go through phases. Obviously, I'm so lucky I get to try lots of different washes all the time. But when the Vetiver and Grapefruit came out, which is the one I've got here, the one I'm talking about now and using at home, I thought,
lovely.
OK, well, I love a citrus, but what I love about this is it's not a standard citrus at all. It's much more interesting than that. You have to remember, Molton Brown is a perfume house, so every blend is actually, you know, quite sophisticated, and it's just not one ingredient, just one smell like you would get in a sort of supermarket wash where you go, oh, that's lemon. No, 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 no. This is like a cologne, OK? So you've got vetiver, that grassy, lovely note, and the cedarwood at the bottom. Then in the heart, things like orange blossom and lychee. And at the top, of course, that tang and that juice, if you like, of grapefruit, that citrus burst. But the fact that it's got a bit of white pepper, the fact that it's got a bit of cardamom, I would say overall this is a warm citrus.
It's so beautiful, and the complexity, like you say, it's like fine fragrance.
So every time you use this, you're going to get a burst at first, the top note, that grapefruit really enlivening first thing in the morning. And then as you use it and it goes onto your skin and warms up, all the other notes will come through.
So lovely, isn't it?
I've actually got myself an EDT in this as well.
Oh,
that shows how much I love it. I am going to be smelling like this in 2020. Adore it. So also what's so nice is if you're perhaps buying for a man, then you could do, that could be their wake up in the morning, and then they could go Russian leather in the evening for more like going to a party or a date or more of a sensual. But I would say out of the whole collection, they're all totally unisex, but the Russian leather airs more on the masculine side out of all of the fragrances because it's really smoky and woody. I gifted this to somebody 2 days ago on another job that I do to say thank you very much, and he was like, that is amazing. I chose well.
Wow.
They loved it. And it's this beautiful sort of petrol teal blue colour, which says so much about the fragrance. As soon as it hits the water, you get definitely the pine.
Oh, my goodness,
so
that's the smell divine.
Oh, and the leather accord. So an accord is almost like when in perfumery, when they create something that smells like something. So it's not real leather in there, it's a leather accord. So imagine sitting on an amazing antique leather armchair.
It smells so expensive, doesn't it?
It does.
It smells expensive and a bit mysterious, a bit like someone you might want to go out to dinner with.
Definitely,
that kind of thing.
It's quite a sexy fragrance, this one. So really for those, perhaps like New Year's Eve, when you want to smell extra good, that's the Russian leather. But also, I have had a bath in Russian leather before, and the same as the black pepper. If you want a really warm, aromatic, decadent bath, amazing. Amber Cocoon, beautiful. It's got rock rose in it, it's got thyme in it, so that sort of herbaceous feel, but also some Siberian pine in there. It's very golden.
Oh, that's lovely.
I'd imagine people who love, I know this sounds weird, and I don't, by the way, I can't do it, but people who like going on things like ski holidays, it's that kind of snowy, fresh, alpine, winter, golden aroma, I think, that you get with Amber Cocoon.
Can you just imagine the log cabins with a little fire burning inside?
That aspect of skiing I would like.
I think I could do the après ski.
Yeah, I went skiing for the first time last year, and I'm never going again. It was a lot of money to come back covered in bruises.
Oh, dear.
And sort of terrified, like, no, and I didn't look good. And at one point I thought I'd cracked it and got someone to do a little video of me, and I looked ridiculous, so I thought I looked great. No. I think you need to start young.
You could keep the hot tub warm for everyone, couldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the bit where you sit around and have a drink.
But I know what you mean with that fragrance. It really does have that kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
It is that, it's where we'd all like to, in our dreamy heads.
Yeah, so maybe the sort of, like the Christmas with the scarves and the snow and the fire. Right, and then you've got black pepper. So so many of you will know this already. Very spicy Madagascan black pepper, loads of green notes in there. It's such a clever, clever fragrance because genuinely, I've never met anybody that doesn't like it. It is not a Marmite fragrance at all. This sells in its van loads every day in store and all over the world as well. So no matter what the culture is, people adore this. And for a lot of people, it's their statement fragrance. If you love it, but you think it's slightly masculine, we've got pink pepper as well, which some men adore too, which is gorgeous too. But
that's so beautiful.
Lemon, green and spice.
Lovely. Shall we have a wander back to the centre here where you can see both of the options? Because we just saw the warm. We've also got the fresh set, which that is my favourite.
Do you want to go and have a look at that?
Shall we?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have a wander over. And remember, just the first 3 bottles, so the 3 full sizes, that would be £64. Please feel free to go direct to the Molton Brown website and you'll be able to see that for yourself. And then you're getting an additional 100 ml size. That's a travel size. It's not like a sample size, it's a real travel size that will last you a long time.
Oh, you could go...
If I went on a 2-week holiday, I think that would last me
2 of you could go on a yeah, definitely. A little goes a long way when you've got quality product. It's the amount of essential oils, the ingredients that they pack in there. By the way, we've got the Royal Warrant. I mean, that's amazing. Because that says in itself so much about the quality, and it also means we're made in Britain, which is a really nice thing. So this is fresh. We have got full-size eucalyptus, which you asked for. You're like, please, please, when is it coming in? It's such an amazing pick-you-up. I'll tell you about it in more detail in just a sec.
That's my joint number 1 Molton Brown fragrance
ever.
That one and Rhubarb and Rose is my other favourite. Those two, but this, I just can't get enough.
You know what, Alison Young said exactly the same thing last night. She said she literally went, thank you very much.
I know, it's gorgeous. I had a bath in it last night. It was beautiful.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Then you've got cocoa and sandalwood, which... it always reminds me of this holiday that I had in Portugal. It's so beautiful and gentle and spa-like. If perhaps you're the kind of person that likes things like yoga, if you're quite a mindful person, if you like your meditation, and it's just really gentle and balancing and beautiful. Then you've got your lime and patchouli hand wash in this set, which is exquisite. The lime in there is so juicy. It makes me laugh here in this country when you go and get your rather rubbish limes and you cut them and you can't get any juice out. These are from Brazil, and you see pictures of them. They are literally dripping in beautiful juice. And then you've got really zesty, but still, this has got even a little bit of cumin in it. You've got a little bit of patchouli in it, so it's still a blend. Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel, the blue one here in the 100 ml. This is award-winning. Came out in 2017, so still very new. Very interesting. Molton Brown aren't psychic. They're very, very clever at anticipating things, but they bought this out for Father's Day, and then we're like, oh, 50-50 of the sexes are buying this. This is not like a more masculine fragrance. It's totally gender neutral. I adore it.
And I'd say that's the case with everything that we see here. If you like something, it doesn't matter what your gender is. You're going to love it. And I must admit, I've got maybe what would be traditionally termed as more of a masculine preference when it comes to fragrance.
I think so many women do now, because we can wear whatever we like, and it's just like the Rosa Absolute. Men love that, so it really is. So, but because I'm always trying to sort of articulate how things smell, I would say the only one that's maybe more prominently masculine is the Russian leather.
I love this. I mean, look at this. This is how I was in the bath last night. You just use a little bit and then you lather it up. And this is the first one in the lineup, which is the invigorating eucalyptus. It's so beautiful. So it's not just the smell, it's not just the luxury, it's not just the statement it makes in your bathroom, but it is so lovely and feels very nourishing and cocooning on the skin.
Yeah, so when you get out of the bath and you wrap yourself up in a towel, your skin doesn't feel dry, your skin doesn't feel that sort of tight feeling, you know. It's so full of wonderful ingredients. So the eucalyptus we get is sourced from the Australian rainforest, where when you cut the eucalyptus, this blue vapour actually goes into the steam of the jungle. It's really amazing.
I didn't know
but you've also got fresh spearmint in there and mint, but it's also got a woodiness at the base, so that, you know, overall it's very bold and stimulating, but the cedarwood in there, again, gives it that sophistication. If you are feeling a little bit like you've got the snuffles, if you're feeling a bit exhausted at this time of year and you need that opening of the airways and just to feel really sort of cleaned inside out, this one in a hot bath or a shower, the steam in the bathroom is incredible. So I thoroughly recommend it. Or if you get very, very cold and you've got that horrible feeling where you come in, you cannot warm up, This will do the trick in hot water.
And there's a touch of sweetness, so it doesn't, when you hear mint, I would never bathe in something that was just like peppermint.
No.
I'm not that, it's weird, because I'm a fan of spearmint, but I'm not a big fan of very strong, toothpastey sort of sense. It's nothing like that, but it does give you that fresh air.
It does, and it's still a woody fragrance. So exactly as you say, it's more complex. It's still a blend. It's still something where you go, oh, top notes, middle notes, base. It's not just mint. So that's where we stand apart from just sort of your bog standard stuff that you buy.
I've torn myself away from that one. I've moved on.
Okay, what are we on now? Cocoa and sandalwood.
Yeah.
I love this. If you like holidays like me, if perhaps... I love this time of year, but I've got to admit, January and February, I'm not really a winter person. I get sick of the grey skies, and this can make you feel like there's hope. Sunshine is coming. Jasmine in the middle, which is obviously so lovely. Real Filipino coconut fruit extract in there, and some sandalwood at the bottom. Very spa-like, serene, comforting, flawless, wearable.
And I hate to move us on, but I'm so worried we're going to run out of time. In fact, we are nearly out of time, so I'm just going to quickly have a little bit of that gorgeous...
so you've got your zesty lime. Get this in situ. If you're hosting this Christmas, this could be a lovely hand wash for the kitchen, so that if you're the one with your hands in the onions and the stuffing and all of that business, you can just still smell beautiful over lunch. And then coastal cypress and sea fennel. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Like crashing surf, salt spray in the sky, blue skies, dreamy coastal cypress all the way from Cape York near Australia.
And I would just say, do not miss out on this deal. You'll be kicking yourself if you miss it. And another 1,000 have gone in this hour. That's adding to about 11,000 that have gone since this was first released. So 12,000 gone already. And remember, the first three, those 3 full sizes, add up to £64. If you go to their website, you'll see what they cost individually, and it adds up to £64. And that's just for 3 of them. It's such a bargain. Do not miss out on this luxurious treat. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
We're coming up later as well. I'll see you at 11 and 1. See you later.
Discover all the beauty gifts you need at QVC. Plus, there's an extra special treat of £1